beautiful question on indices. A to the power b is equal to 1. So 1 कब आएगा? What to the power what? 1 to the power anything will be 1, and anything to the power 0 will also be 1, and minus 1 to the power any even number will be 1. Minus 1 power odd minus 1 हो जाएगा, but minus 1 power even number 1 हो जाएगा. And this is third case is the case which probably many people did miss out. So let's look at one case at a time. पहले वाले में base is 1. So base is x square minus 7x plus 11 is 1. Solve the quadratic. And we are looking for distinct positive integer solutions. तो आपका x का value 5 and 2 आ जाएगा. Solve the quadratic. In the second case, the power is 0. So power x square minus 13x plus 42 को 0 रखा. Roots are obviously 6 and 7. And 6 and 7 are also distinct positive integers. Third वाले में I need my base to be minus 1. ठीक है, पावर तो इवन चेक करना है, पावर नीड्स टू बी इवन. सो बेस इज माइनस 1, सॉरी वो 1 नहीं 11 होना चाहिए. सिंप्लीफाई 11 plus 1 becomes 12. रूट्स आर 4 and 3. फॉर 4 and 3 इज द पावर इवन. सो पावर में x को 4 डालो, 4 square minus 13 into 4 plus 42 is of course even, and 3 डालो, 3 square is 9 minus 13 into 4 3. Odd minus odd plus even is also even. So I now have 6 solutions because x equal to 4 and 3 are also satisfying जब आपका power even आ गया है. So 2 plus ये 2 इधर 2 इधर 2 इधर, 6 is the right answer for question number 14. Beautiful question. This is a question on graphs, and this is a tough, challenging question because you have to do it in the exam, right? So we make a coordinate plane. First, let us plot x minus y equal to 1. How do you plot? Get the intercepts. X is 0, so y is minus 1, y is 0, x is 1. So let us plot these. 0 comma minus 1 ये रहा, and 1 comma 0 ये रहा. ठीक है, join them. ये आपका लाइन आ गया. Now x की जगह मुझे mod x रखना है. ठीक है, that's the red line. So the transformation is x की जगह mod x, which means that whatever is happening for the positive x values will now happen also for the negative x values. So graphical transformations, as you are aware of. So take reflection of the positive x part of the function into the in y axis. ठीक है, सो x की जगह हमने mod x रख दिया, एंड दिस इज योर ग्राफ. अभी इसको आई विल मेक द होल थिंग रेड इन रेड कलर शॉर्टली, एंड दैट्स mod x minus y equal to 1. ठीक है, we'll plot the other two lines. That is of course your y equal to 0, that is x axis, and now let me also make y equal to 1. y equal to 1 भी बना दिया. Now I need to try to find out what is the area of the region that they are looking for. ठीक है, so area of region that they are looking for is going to be, let's change the color a little bit. It is going to be mod x minus y less than equal to 1, means ऊपर का part. ठीक है, how do I know ऊपर का part? You can test for the origin. 0 comma 0, put 0 comma 0 over here, or over here. 0 minus 0, is it less than equal to 1? Yes it is. That means that the origin belongs to the region of our interest. So red line के ऊपर का region, and then of course y greater than equal to 0 is also उसके ऊपर का region, and y less than equal to 1 means उसके नीचे का region. So I need the region जो which is red part के ऊपर, green line the y equal to 0 line के ऊपर, and white line के नीचे, and that gives me, I'm just marking the little bit of the coordinates over here. So what will this coordinate be? Put y equal to 1 in this equation. So mod x minus 1 equal to 1, you get mod x equal to 2, x is equal to plus minus 2, and for y का value 1. So 2 comma 1 and minus 2 comma 1. ठीक है, now what do I need? Red part के ऊपर, green part के ऊपर, and y part के नीचे, that is this trapezium. I need the area of this particular trapezium, that's half, multiplied by sum of parallel sides. Minus 2 to 2, this length is 4, minus 1 to 1, this length is 2. You get a 4 plus 2. into the height. Of course, this is the height of the trapezium from y equal to 0 to 1. So height is 1. Into 1, you get the answer as 3. And this was a tough question, but a very nice question for practice on graphs. This is a standard mensuration question where they are talking about a cone. So I have drawn a cone. Okay? Height 27 is cut into two pieces along a plane parallel to its base at a height of 18 from the base. So ये plane आ गया, 18 from the base out of 27 means 9 ऊपर का रह गया. Now, using similar triangles, I know that this small triangle is similar to this particular big triangle. तो आपका ratio of radii will be equal to ratio of heights will be equal to 9/27. छोटे वाले का height 9, बड़े वाले का total 27. That's a ratio of 1/3. यानी कि अब मैं I can mark the radii as 1/3 k and 3k. K and 3k. Now it is given difference in the volume of the two pieces is 225. Let's assume that the lower piece is bigger. We don't know, so we are assuming. Lower piece का volume कैसे आएगा? Big cone minus small cone is the frustum. Standard process that we have covered in class. So big cone 1/3 pi radius 3k का square height 27 minus छोटा cone 1/3 pi radius k square height 9. This is the lower one. Difference with the of the two pieces. So the lower piece minus the upper piece. Upper piece यही तो है. This is your upper piece. So let us subtract this again and you now get into 2. ताकि difference आ गया. Difference is 225. So ये 3 जब बाहर आएगा 3 square 9, 27 into 9 आ जाएगा आपका. Which is 243. So this is now the big cone. Big cone is now 1/3 pi k square into 243, the initial part, this part, and then minus बचा हुआ जो भी चाहिए 18:25. So basically this will get cancelled out. 1/3 pi k square is 1. Question कह रहा है find the volume of the original cone. That's obviously 1/3 pi square into original वाला, which was this one. 3k square into 27, that is 243. So 1 into 243, the answer is 243. C part. Simple question, circle inside a rhombus. So I've taken a rhombus, uske andar circle bana diya. Diagonals are 12 and 16. I know that diagonals bisect. So 12 becomes 6, 6, 16 becomes 8, 8. Bisect at 90 degrees. Ratio of area of circle to rhombus. So circle becomes pi x square. X you can see is the radius. Area of rhombus becomes half into 6 into 8. I get one of these triangles into 4. There are 4 such triangles. इसका मुझे वैल्यू चाहिए, ठीक है. So how do I get this now? Just find out the area of one of these triangles. Half into 6 into 8 is equal to, let me write the area in another way. Half base altitude. Altitude x, base is of course 6, 8, 10, Pythagorean triplet. Half x 10. ठीक है, 6, 8, 10. यहाँ 10 आ गया. So x is equal to 4.8. Half gets cancelled. 6 8s are 48/10, 4.8. x को वहाँ पे वापस substitute कर दो. Pi 4.8 divided by half 6, 8 into 4. So इसको solve कर दो. 2 से cancel 2 times, that's 48 into 2. तो ये 48 into 2 लिख दिया. 4.8 48 गया 10 times. Decimal gone, 2 0 आ गया. 4 से गया 12 times. 4 से गया 5 times. एक 2 cancel कर दो. It's 6 pi/25 is the right answer. That is B part. It's a straightforward question. Basic TSD question where distance is constant, so we will use proportionality. So home to office का distance is constant. Speed पहले 8 kilometers per hour and after that 15 kilometers per hour. Travels at 8 then 15. So the time taken will now be inversely proportional. It will become 15:8 because distance constant, right? Speed is inversely proportional to time. In the first case, he reaches at 10:15 a.m. and in the second case, he reaches at 9:40 a.m. Consider the constant k. तो time taken का gap कितना है? 15k minus 8k is a gap of 10:15 minus 9:40. That's 35 minutes. So इससे आपको k मिल गया. K becomes 5. 8k becomes 40 minutes. That means he is reaching in 40 minutes to the office. What is the distance covered? Speed into time. 15 kilometers per hour into 40 minutes converted to hours. That's a total of 2 by 3 cancel. 10 kilometers का distance cover करना है. Leaving home at 9:10 and he wants to reach at 10 o'clock. 50 minutes में पहुंचना है. Speed कितना required होगा? Distance upon time, 50 minutes converted to hours. So your answer is 12. 12 is the right answer for question 18. 18th question is basic hit and trial based algebra. You have positive integers. A into B is 432 and B into C is 96. C less than 9 में क्या हो सकता है? To find out A plus B plus C smallest value. C less than 9 can be 8, a multiple of 96, or 6 or 4 or 3 or 2. Accordingly, let me find B. B is 96 upon 8, that is 12. B is 12. A becomes 432 upon 12, that's 36. Add them up. 36 plus 12, 48, plus 8, 56 is matching with the options, but I have smaller options also. C is 6. 96 upon 6 gives 16. B is 16. 432 upon 16 is 27. 27 plus 16 plus 6 is 49, is now a smaller option. There's no major logic connecting these values. Just to do your hit and trial and you are done. I'm still not sure whether I have a better answer. 46 चल पाएगा कि नहीं, तो उतने में तो you just try it out and within 15 seconds you'll get to know. 96 upon 4 is 24. यहाँ 24 डालो. 12 के साथ 36 आ रहा था B and A, so 24 के साथ 18 आ जाएगा. 18 plus 24 is 42, plus 4 is 46, and that matches with C part as your answer. Based on logs, which becomes very quick if you know the right properties to use. So first we'll write down the question. Yeah, that is the question, and immediately I am able to see that अगर यहाँ पर भी 5 आ जाए, if you can have a 5 over here, then the powers can be equated because I have base 5 over here as well. Now there is a certain property, a to the power log b base c becomes b to the power log a base c. This is an existing property. I want to use this over here. Okay, so I remove the y square, but if I put the y square on top of 5, abhi this will not work because 5 के ऊपर power आ गया and over here there is no such power on b, right? So it won't work. So I do not want the power over there. Instead what I'll do is that I will put that y square on the base, right? Because base पर ऐसा कुछ objection नहीं है. Base can be anything. So I put the 1 upon y square over there and 5 इधर आ गया. Now 2 and 5, just like a and b, can be interchanged. So let me completely interchange 2 and 5. This becomes 5 and 2. Now the powers can be equated. ठीक है, पावर्स को इक्वेट कर दो, बेस अलग कर दो. अपॉन लॉग 3 पावर 1 अपॉन वाई स्क्वायर, वहाँ पे लॉग 3 अपॉन लॉग 2. नाउ 1 अपॉन वाई स्क्वायर हटा दो, ऊपर वाई स्क्वायर चला गया एंड क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई, कैन log 3 by log 2 whole square, which is basically log 3 base 2 whole square. So y becomes plus minus. But the original question says that y is a negative number, तो यहाँ पे minus आ जाएगा. But I can see that options में ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. So I try to simplify the options to see which one is matching with this. And first option I know that अगर argument या base का आप reciprocal लेते हो, then you get a minus sign. For example, 1 by 3 becomes 3. You get a minus sign over here. It now matches and the answer is A part. And that is the question. This question is a little lengthy because of the calculations. You have a circle inside a rectangle of area 135. I'm going to take the width as 2r because circle radius is r, so double करेंगे तो width आ जाएगा, length as 2l. ठीक है. Now it says that your 2r into 2l becomes the area of the sheet, and there is a circle that has been painted inside. It's touching the sides. If the area of the sheet left unpainted, what is unpainted? Rectangle minus circle. Circle is pi r square. Left unpainted is 2/3 of the painted area. What is the painted area? Painted area is the circle, राइट. इसको सिंप्लीफाई करो, पाई आर स्क्वायर गोज ऑन द अदर साइड, 4RL becomes 5/3 pi r square and r gets cancelled. Take 4 down, cross multiply, 3 4s are 12 हो जाएगा. So L का वैल्यू मिल गया आपको 5/12 pi r. ठीक है. Now what we are going to do is that I am now going to take my area of the sheet which is equal to 4RL, substitute L को यहाँ डाल दो 5/12 pi r and this is equal to 135. इससे r आ जाएगा. ठीक है. Just do some simplifications, cancellation. 4 से गया 3 times, 5 से गया 27 times, cross multiply 27 into 3. R square is 81 upon pi. So R आ गया 9 upon pi. Sorry, 9 upon root pi. ठीक है. Put that back in the upper equation over here. यहाँ पे R को substitute कर दो. ठीक है. This is R. Put it back here. 5/12 pi. R becomes 9 upon root pi. ये आपका L आ गया. This is now your L. Simplify it a little bit and you will get 15 upon 4 into root pi. ठीक है. Now we want the perimeter. Perimeter, let's find out 2r plus 2l and then उसको double कर देंगे to get the perimeter. So 2r plus 2l is what? यहाँ देखो, यहाँ पे what is 2l? 15 upon 4 will become 15 upon 2 into root pi plus what is 2r? 18 upon root pi. ठीक है. इसको थोड़ा सा we'll take LCM. Let's take 3 root pi common. We have to match it with the options now. Double करना है अभी to get the perimeter. 3 root pi common, I get 5/2 plus यहाँ से 3 root pi common निकालो, you'll get 6 upon pi. And then इसको डबल करना था, राइट. सो नीचे वाले आंसर को डबल करेंगे. लेट्स जस्ट डबल द ब्रैकेट टू मैच विद आवर आंसर. 5/2 becomes 5 and 6 becomes 12. It matches with answer A. So it's a straightforward question but a little time consuming in terms of the length of the calculations. And that is question 21. Standard question on percentages. We'll draw a tree for our understanding over here. So let's start with 100 people. 28% members are young. So 28 members are young. Remaining 72 are now old. If 65% of the members are literate, so we'll make another tree. Out of 100 people, literates are 65. Remaining 35 हो गए illiterate. 25% of the literates are young. यानी कि 65 upon 4. 65 upon 4 becomes 16.25, but you can't have 16.25 people, right? So I'll just put a scaling factor. 16.25 decimal हो जाएगा. Let me put a scaling factor A everywhere because now I can have 16.25 A people over here. तो अब यहाँ पर मेरे पास I have total young people 28A. Out of that, 16.25A are among the literates. Remaining will be among the illiterates. 28 minus 16, 12, 11.75A. Young people are among the illiterates. बाकी कितने बच गए? Old लोग रह गए. So 35 minus 11.75 is 23.25A. ये young, ये old. Then the percentage of old people among the illiterates. Old कितने? 23.25A. Illiterates कितने? 35A. Percentage means into 100. You'll get 66.42% with the calculator and your nearest answer therefore is 66. And that is the question. This is a fairly tough question. An alloy is prepared by mixing metals ABC in the proportion 3:4:7 by volume. So let me just take 14 liters of alloy. उसमें से A is 3 liters, B is 4 liters and C is 7 liters by volume. Weights of the same volume of metals are in the ratio. So मान लो this 14 is currently in volumes. Let's talk about 1 liter. Weights of the same volume of metals. So 1 liter of A measures 5k kg. That's what we have here because same volume ka ratio is 5:2:6. So if 1 liter of A is 5k kg, K is a constant. So 1 liter of B will become 2k kg and 1 liter of C will become 6k kg. ठीक है. Now the data that you have over here is 3 liter, 4 liter, 5 liters. So 3 liters of A, ये liters चल रहा है. 3 liters of A becomes 3 into 5k kg, B becomes 4 into 2k kg, and C becomes 7 into 6k kg. Are you following what is happening? I have converted volume to weight. 1 liter of A was 5k kg, so 3 liters becomes 3 into 5k kg. This is now weight in kilograms. इसको add कर दो because in 130 kg of the alloy. So 15k plus 8k plus ये 42k is now 130 kg. So k is equal to 2. When k is equal to 2, तो C का weight, that's 42k, becomes 84 kg, and question is asking the weight of the metal C. 84 is the right answer for this question. Nice question. Standard linear equations question where toffees are being given to the children. He gives half of total plus 1, then half of total plus 1, half of total plus 1. His stock exhausts after taking care of 5 children. This is solved using bottoms up method. Okay? So let's say that he has 8 toffees left after giving to the 4th child. What does he give to the 5th child? 5th child को क्या देगा? He will give half plus 1, a by 2 plus 1. ठीक है? So what is he left with? A minus a by 2 plus 1. He's left with 0. इससे a का वैल्यू आ गया. Plus 1 किया and into 2. A by 2 is 1, a is equal to 2. Similarly, after the third child, let's say that B toffees are left with this person. So what does he give out? Half plus 1, b by 2 plus 1. तो उसके पास बचा कितना? b minus b by 2 plus 1. And after the third child बचा कितना? a बचा. That was our definition previously, and a का value is 2. And again you realize to solve this you have to do plus 1 and into 2, right? So b minus b by 2 is b by 2, and then minus 1 goes that side, becomes plus 1. So constantly you just have to do plus 1 and into 2. 2 plus 1 3, into 2 6. And because you have 5 kids, we have to do this 5 times. We have already done it 2 times. You have to do plus 1 and into 2. It's a pattern formed. बहुत detail में ये चीज़, this is something that I cover in my first chapter. So now we do this 3 more times. 6 plus 1, 7, into 2, 14. Plus 1, 15, into 2, 30. Plus 1, 31, into 2, 62. And your answer is 62 for this question. It is not challenging when you already know and can spot how to do this kind of question. Very, very basic question on mixtures. So you have 40 liters which contains dye and water in the ratio 2:3. So 2/5 and 3/5 निकाल दो. 2/5 is 16, 3/5 is 24, dye and water. ठीक है? Now water is added to change this proportion to 2/5. ठीक है? 16 was dye, some water was added, 24 plus W, to make this ratio 2/5. इसको solve कर दो. W की जगह will put X. Solve this. 2 से गया 8 times, 8 5 is 40 minus 24, 16. You'll get X equal to 16. So we'll add the water 16. So now you get 16 dye and 40 is water. Now 1/4, it says that 1/4 of this solution is taken out. Let us take out 1/4. 16 का 1/4 4 is gone, 40 का 1/4 10 is gone. So you're left with 12 and 30. अब क्या किया इन्होंने? How many liters of dye must be added back to bring the proportion to 2:3? तो dye डालेंगे थोड़ा सा. Let's put Y quantity of dye. Water remains the same 30. Proportion turns back to 2/3. Solve for y. आपका y का value आता है 8, and 8 is the right answer for this question. Class 10 kind of question. X plus 1/x को a रख दो, and you have to find out the solutions, number of roots, values of x, right? So substitute a, you get a square minus 3a plus 2 equal to 0. It's a quadratic equation. So a becomes x plus 1/x becomes 2 or 1. But I know from the am greater than equal to gm rule that your x plus 1/x always has to be greater than or equal to 2. Therefore 1 is not allowed. So 2 is the only solution, and this occurs when x is equal to 1. So there happens to be only one solution for this particular question. The starting was straightforward, but it contained a result from am greater than equal to gm, and that is the answer. A beautiful time to analyze the paper and check, estimate where could you have reached, what was the paper like. As you can see, the paper was very heavy in arithmetic and algebra. So no matter what, we find that almost all exams are heavy on arithmetic, and CAT uh, contains a large amount of algebra as well. When we check at the estimated percentiles, then for the cutoff percentile, you needed to get around 22 marks. That was 7 to 8 correct questions, 3 per question. 95 percentile was 11 correct questions, and top level scoring 99 percentile was 15 correct questions out of 26, right? So um, let us check without much difficulty which were the fairly easy or just slightly more than easy questions that you could have done. So, going in order, question number 1 was certainly very, very doable, and it had just a little bit of PNC, but it was very, very manageable. 2 was tough. 3 was a basic question which also contained AP, but it was so slightly more than easy, a decent question but doable. 4th was definitely doable using proportionality. If you could not use proportionality, then by basic TSD rules also you could have solved it. 5th was basic properties of logs, nothing fancy at all over here. 6th, I can understand that AMGM and trigonometry, I'm sorry, not trigonometry, AMGM might have made it a little difficult. 7th was a very basic TSD question. 8th was very basic averages and special equations question. 9th was tough related to indices. 10th was tough related to averages, but 11th was manageable. 2 equations, 2 variables. 12th maxima minima was challenging. 13th basic TSD could have been done. Please ignore the noise for just a little bit. 14th based on indices was definitely challenging, and a lot of people did mess up over here. Tough question on graphs, because the not only had you to plot the graphs but also mark the regions with respect to the inequalities. 16th was complex because it was frustum and similar triangles and volumes. 17th geometry, this was a tough question. You had to draw the figure also and then do the calculations, but 18th was very, very manageable based upon proportionality. 19th was doable. 20 had some fancy properties of logs, so a little moderate level. 21 was a lot of calculations and very long. 22 was very tough. 22 was very easy. 23 was doable. Oh, um, yeah, there's a lot of comprehension that was going on in this question, so this was a challenging question. 24th was basic bottoms up. 25th was basic equation formation inside ratios, and 26 also, I think it could have been done uh, if you had assumed x plus 1 upon x equal to a. If we put all this together, I have put down the list of all the doable questions. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 questions, and I'll also add question number 26 here. This is a total list of 14 questions that were very, very doable. 14 questions that were very, very doable. And so a 99 percentile was possible if you were able to select your questions carefully and handle the pressure, but this was only possible if you had gone through a thorough, consistent preparation, right? So 99,
Alert
which
from calendar my plan. Rohan Sharma Virtual Mock Interview 1.
So 99 percentile, which seems to be unimaginable, was actually, in retrospect, very doable. I won't say very easy to get, but yes, it was doable, it was manageable. So that is the analysis for the paper. And until next time.